Each year in America, approximately 85,000 riders are involved in a motorcycle-related incident. 4,500 of those riders lose their life. The amount of motorcycle riders injured per year is twice the amount of the population of Dodge City, Kansas in the United States. Imagine that, a whole city affected by the loss of ability to walk or the loss of their life. This is why many states, if not all, have exercised their authority to create motorcycle safety training as a prerequisite to riding a motorcycle. For example, the state of California makes it mandatory for riders under 21 to have motorcycle safety training before operating a motorcycle and receiving their license. Based on the research conducted, there are 3 factors that should be considered when implementing motorcycle safety training. That is the safety training's effectiveness, the quality of the coaches, and the impact of the curriculum. When I first started researching this subject, I went to a study conducted in Malaysia that went back 29 years with statistical data that they pulled up and showed before they implemented motorcycle safety training in the country, motorcycle deaths and fatalities were 20% higher. An important factor to look at in this study that was conducted in Malaysia is the fact that after motorcycle safety training was implemented in the country, at the same time no extra training was implemented for motor vehicles. The motorcycle safety training actually reduced the amount of fatalities and accidents, while the amount of vehicle accidents did not reduce. So let me just clear that up. Motorcycle safety training was implemented and the accidents and fatalities decreased, while no training was implemented for vehicles and their accidents and fatalities stayed the same. This draws a strong line between training and the reduction in the amount of fatalities and injuries. So it shows that motorcycle safety training that's implemented in that country actually reduced the amount of fatalities. Quality of the rider coaches doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the attitude of the rider coach. In the study, in the article, A Teachable Moment, Educating Riders at the Teachable Moment, there was a study conducted around emergency department nurses. And they were credited with coining the term donor cycle, which is a term that they use for motorcycle related incidents when people came into the ER. The study looked at the negative view that they had towards motorcycle riders as far as creating their own situation, and it showed that they could be more constructive if they didn't take the negative approach towards educating riders on how to be safer. So I draw a line between the attitude of these emergency department nurses to the attitude of a quality rider coach. There would be a little more cohesion and probably a better receptive student to a rider coach who has a positive attitude about teaching motorcycle safety. There's more to be said in the article, Educating Riders at a Teachable Moment, but it's all centered around these emergency department nurses who underwent training to be more receptive and understanding in order to make a positive impact on these motorcycle riders when they come into the ER. So what type of factors should be taught to motorcycle riders by safety professionals? In the study conducted in Auckland, New Zealand, where they set up roadside surveys, they surveyed that 80% of the riders were wearing black or brown. And they also came up to a conclusion that 25%, the riders who wore lighter colors had a 25% less chance of being in a motorcycle-related accident that resulted in injury or death. What I concluded here is that if you can tie together an effective training program that has a quality amount of instructors, along with teaching the right things about being conspicuous, wearing the right clothing, if those can be tied together, then overall the percentage of reduction of motorcycle fatalities can be reduced through motorcycle safety training.